Ready? Call the city council meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Alderman Knight.
Here.
Alderman Coles.
Here.
Alderman Isaac.
Here.
Alderman Shockey.
Here.
Alderman Subak.
Here.
Alderman Talame.
Here.
Alderman Wesley.
Here.
Alderman Winger.
Here.
Mayor Johnson.
Here. Quorum being present, will you stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
May I have a motion to approve the minutes of October 19th, 2006?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any comments, corrections, or additions? Alderman Knight?
Yes, on page 4, under number 2, about the 6th line down, it says, Attorney Bond replied if there is a substantial plan, that it must go back to the ZBA. I believe if they add the words substantial change to the plan, it would make more sense.
We'll make that correction.
And then on number 3, first line under the heading, it was moved by Alderman, second by Alderman. Nobody's identified. I believe I made the motion. I don't know who made the second.
On item 3, it was moved by Alderman. Who seconded? Alderman Coles? Any other?
That's it.
Is there a motion to approve as amended? Or there
So
was a
moved.
motion on the floor, I think, wasn't there? Okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Bills, Alderman Winger?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'd like to make a motion to approve a list of bills dated November 2nd, 2006 for $192,899.22.
Is there a second?
Second.
On the question? Roll call.
Alderman Knight.
Yes.
Alderman Coles.
Yes.
Alderman Isaac.
Yes.
Alderman Shockey.
Yes.
Alderman Subak.
Yes.
Alderman Talame.
Yes.
Alderman Wesley.
Yes.
Alderman Winger.
Yes.
That passes. Do any citizens wish to address the city council this evening? If so, if you go to the podium, give us your name and address, please. Hearing none, I do not have any written communiques. Under mayor's report, I'm going to take things a little bit out of order. Was add some things to the order. There's nothing there, actually, other than the one. At Mayors and Managers, I became aware today that there is a new law that is going into effect that we have not discussed and not established a policy on, that everybody must have carbon monoxide detectors in their residence, whether it's multifamily or single-family home, and not to do so is a Class B misdemeanor, which is what, 6 months in jail and $500 fine. We have not publicized that within our community. We, to my knowledge, do not have a policy on that, so if we could refer that to Public Health, Safety, and Judiciary Committee. I know this doesn't give staff a whole lot of time, but if we could do that next week, I think that's appropriate, because again, the deadline is January 1 to have that in place. So we add that to your... I think we need to develop I think you need to be aware of it. I think we need to somehow communicate that to the citizens, maybe via cable TV, and establish a policy. And we also need to adopt an ordinance amending our code as well. Let me refer to Mr. Bond, then I'll get back to you, Alderman Pizak.
Yeah, what you would need to do then is have an amendment to your code that would establish that as an ordinance violation for failure to do so. So in addition to notifying the public, you'd also have to have the code amended to accommodate the new law.
Alderman Pizak?
Oh, never mind.
Alderman Talamy?
My question is, I can understand it, being mandatory, but my question, and I would question, I'm guessing this is coming from the state.
State statute.
Okay, how are you going to enforce it?
That's something that we need to discuss. Is this primarily fall on the
can't-
fire
you can't-
department? Does it fall upon us?
Well, but you can't go into a person's house. I mean, so how are you going to, the only way you're going to know is if there's something happens after the fact, and if that person had one or not. And if they didn't have one and they died of carbon monoxide poisoning, I guess they're not going to spend 6 months in jail.
My concern is not so much the enforcement as letting people know that this regulation exists.
Well, I understand it. No, and I agree that we need to let people know, but it just seems that somewhere there's got to be something to be able to enforce if you're going to do this, to enforce it, and there's probably not. So
Mr. Williams?
Yes, I think what would happen is we would enforce this in new housing. That's how it would go into the code. It would be part of our life safety issues and let people aware, and then it would be promoted over the years to encourage people to purchase these types of things. So you're correct. It'll be very difficult to get in houses to enforce it.
Mr. Bond?
Yeah, the other way to enforce it would be in the course of doing other inspections, if someone's got a permit for work that's going to be performed, and also use a coordinated effort with the fire district that when they are doing fire inspections. But it is impractical to go ahead and independently enforce it, and the law doesn't allow you to go into people's homes and look at it to determine compliance. So it would really be a situation where in the course of, in addition to new construction, in the course of performing other inspections, that would be added to the list of duties of the inspectors for the city.
Alderman Wesley? Alderman Shockey?
Yeah, I wonder if you can check that, because I read it to indicate that it was if you're renting the house, a single-family house, or multiple family houses, or, apartments. It didn't seem to me that it said private residences.
My understanding is it applies to all units, all residences.
All rentals?
All residential units, whether it's a single-family home or multifamily, townhome, condo, whether you rent it or not. My understanding is it applies to all residences.
Oh, okay, I misread it then.
Alderman Subak?
I think staff is going to bring forward the rental housing inspection program next month, maybe. I would say before they bring that forward, they should just include in there the carbon monoxide inspection as things that will be checked for. Because those houses we will be able to get into once we pass that program.
I had the opportunity last night to attend the American Legion Student Government Night for Boys State and Girls State, the appreciation for those that attended it. And the American Legion Robert D. Clark Post 1205 has issued to the city a certificate of participation to Mayor Ken Johnson and the city of Wooddale. Is awarded this certificate of appreciation of and recognition for active participation in Boys State and Girls State, signed by the commander of the Robert D. Clark Post 1205, November 1, 2006. We'll acknowledge that. Tim, would you join me at the podium? One of my privileges as mayor is to attend the Eagle Scout Court of Honor. And I had the opportunity to do that for Tim Wagner on Sunday, and I want Tim to come and talk a little bit about his project that he did for the Wooddale Library and the community. You want to share with the council what you did?
Well, I set up a project behind the Wooddale Library to build a nature path, and we did so with about 25 people. It cost about 125 man-hours about, and it didn't cost so much because we got grants from the city and from the state to be able to buy wood and other supplies to build this path.
You got money out of the city?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that true, Christine?
Somehow they got a grant. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I also used my brother's den actually to build birdhouses, so then that helped them to obtain a badge or requirement for a badge. So I helped them with that, which also helped me in turn with my project. And they've actually used it a couple times for like reading circles, and just people use it just to walk through for a nature path.
Tim, you want to share a little bit about some of the things you did to attain the rank Eagle Scout?
Well, you had to do many different requirements, 21 merit badge requirements. There's a certain amount those are the certain amount of merit badges that you need. Most of them, I actually got them at summer camp. It made it a lot easier to go to summer camp because that's what you're there for, is to get merit badges, and that made it a lot easier to do that. I had to hold a position in the troop, and I was assistant senior patrol leader and quartermaster at the same time. But my most of the time I was a quartermaster, just keeping track of everything in the trailer, keeping it nice and tidy, neat and tidy. And there wasn't too many other requirements to Eagle other than that. And then the service project was the other requirement.
I presented to Tim on Sunday, and I'd like to read it again, a certificate of achievement. Having achieved the Boy Scouts of America highest award, the Eagle Scout Award, you are hereby presented this recognition from Mayor Kenneth P. Johnson and the members of the Wooddale City Council for your dedication to the Eagle Scout requirements for achievement. You have exhibited an interest, a loyalty, and a caring for your country, community, and your fellow man. Further, you are recognized for having dedicated yourself to the principles to attain this highest achievement, and in doing so have developed the necessary leadership skills which through example have set the pace for other young men to follow in your footsteps. We are confident that you will continue to apply these leadership skills and Eagle Scout principles to your life as you embark upon new horizons, embracing the morals and merits you have so eloquently received. We take pride in recognizing you for this outstanding achievement, and on behalf of the members of the Wooddale City Council, our heartfelt congratulations and best wishes for future achievement in all that you strive for. Signed, Kenneth P. Johnson, Mayor of the City of Wooddale. Congratulations once again. And I think the council wants to congratulate you as well. And we will be adding Tim's name to the Eagle Scout plaque. Sue, do you want to come up and join me? You want to bring the family? How you doing, guys? Hey, you want to say something? What do you want to say? Whereas the City of Wooddale continues to benefit from the expertise provided by Susan Crady, a Wooddale resident, who received the State Outstanding Master Gardener Award from the University of Illinois Extension on Friday, September 8th, 2006, being one of 60 out of 3,600 individuals in the state of Illinois deemed worthy of this award, due to her leadership and commitment in achieving excellence in her pursuit with the Illinois Master Gardener Program. And whereas Susan Crady served as a volunteer on the Wooddale Diamond Jubilee Committee in 2003 and organized a group of master gardeners to create the Wooddale Clock Garden and annually maintains and improves the garden. And whereas Susan Crady served on the Wooddale Special Events Committee for 2 years, serving as co-chair of the Summer Jubilee Committee. And whereas Susan Crady currently serves on the Wooddale Streetscape Committee, lending many hours of expertise in landscaping design and aesthetics for improvements in the community. And whereas the City of Wooddale values the contributions of its volunteer citizens and encourages all Wooddale residents to participate in the community to the extent possible, and whereas the Mayor and the City Council of the City of Wooddale desire to express to Susan Crady their gratitude for her spirit of volunteerism and dedicated service to the city. Now therefore be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Wooddale, DuPage County, Illinois, Section 1, that by this resolution, the Mayor and the City Council of the City of Wooddale express to Susan Crady and her family their gratitude to her for her dedication and expertise and constructive service to the City of Wooddale. Section 2, that a copy of this resolution be spread upon the minutes of the City Council of the City of Wooddale, that a signed copy be suitably framed and presented to Susan Crady. Section 3, that this resolution shall be in full force and effect from and after its passage in the manner approved by law. May I have a motion?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
On the question, roll call.
Alderman Knight? Yes. Alderman Coles?
Yes.
Alderman Peisig?
Yes.
Alderman Shockey?
Yes.
Alderman Subak?
Yes.
Alderman Talame?
Yes.
Alderman Wesley?
Yes.
Alderman Winger?
Yes.
Susan, that makes it official. Congratulations to you. How about that, huh? Want to say a few words?
I would just like to thank everybody for recognizing my efforts, and it just goes to show that this work goes, doesn't go unnoticed, and I really feel good about, doing this for the city, because as I pass Irving Park Road and Wooddale Road all the time to see my work, in its glory is just a gift in its own. So thank you very much for recognizing me.
Sure. Yeah, I forgot. Susan, I almost forget, it's fitting that to a master gardener, we also give a floral bouquet.
My favorite thing. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Decide you want to say something? Thinking about it? She do a good job? I think so too. Without objection, we're going to go in recess for some cake and coffee.
Oh.
Call the city council meeting back into session. Roll call, please.
Alderman Knight.
Here.
Alderman Coles.
Here.
Alderman Isaac.
Here.
Alderman Shockey.
Here.
Alderman Subak.
Here.
Alderman Talame.
Here.
Alderman Wesley.
Here.
Alderman Winger.
Here.
Mayor Johnson.
Here, quorum is once again present. That brings us to city manager's report.
No report.
That brings us to the consent agenda. There are no items on the consent agenda. Community and Economic Development, Alderman
report.
Talame. Finance Administration, Alderman Winger.
Report.
Public Health, Safety, and Judiciary, Alderman Pizak.
No report.
Planning, Zoning, and Building, Alderman Knight.
No report.
Public Works, Alderman Subak.
No report.
Under other business, may I have a motion to approve a contract with Morton Salt for fiscal year 2006-2007, the Winter Road salt purchase.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
This came directly to City Council due to the time constraints involved. Anything further on the question? Roll call.
Alderman Knight.
Yes.
Alderman Coles.
Yes.
Alderman Isaac. Alderman Shockey.
Yes.
Alderman Subak.
Yes.
Alderman Talame.
Yes.
Alderman Wesley.
Yes.
Alderman Winger.
Yes.
That passes. May I have a motion to adjourn to executive session for purposes of review of the official minutes, land acquisition, and personnel pursuant to ILCS 120/2C21, 2C5, and 2C2. Is there such a motion?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Roll call.
Okay, Alderman Knight.
Yes.
Alderman Coles.
Yes.
Alderman Isaac. Alderman Shockey.
Yes.
Alderman Subak.
Yes.
Alderman Talame.
Yes.
Alderman Wesley. Alderman Winger.
Yes.
That passes.